Okay, good afternoon. Call meeting to order. San Joaquin County Civil Service Special Meeting, January 18th. If like,
Thank you. Ms. Rivas will too.
present.
Present.
Here.
First. Yeah, sorry, I'm getting that is approving the minutes from the previous meeting.
I'll move to approve.
Second the motion.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. That takes us to item B.
Thank you. Our 20 chairperson. Up to nominate.
Nominate Dottie for second term. So quickly. Job, huh?
Second.
So,
Aye.
Aye.
that
Thank you.
nomination. Yes. Is there anything?
There is not. There is the vice chair.
Vice Chair. And
I'm going to be, my term is up in May. I won't be.
thank you. Then that moves.
If nominated,
Okay,
elected, I shall.
I'll
Someone
second.
said that.
so we have second for Mr. Gutierrez as Vice Chair. All say aye.
Aye.
Gutierrez?
Aye.
And opposed, so that nomination. Okay, now back over to you, Hopkins, to take us through.
Our section 2 of discipline. For you this afternoon, there is a reduction in salary request. This is for RP 00 Sheriff's Patrol with. There are not any requests under. There is a request under RP 001 Sheriff Custody and no. For communications for this afternoon, we don't have any. Consider. Under new business, we do have an amendment of specifications for classification project -016 San Joaquin County Employee Retirement Association, and it's for a series in retirement, starting with retirement technician, retirement services officer, and retirement service. Amy Brimmer is not with us today, so Rachel Besky will be speaking, and also I see Kathy Herman has joined us. Actually, if there's any questions for this.
Hopkins. Good afternoon, commissioners. That does take some getting used to. As Brandy mentioned, my name is Rachel Novetsky, analyst with Human Resources, and I'll be presenting the study today on behalf of the San Joaquin County Employees Retirement Association. Did request that Human Resources review services class specifications to ensure a streamlined progression of minimum qualifications as one advances through this, and to provide amendments to the class characteristics and typical duties to more accurately reflect the duties being. Part had a layout as well as specifications and the changes that were made. I'm going to briefly touch on each. Retirement technician, which is the technical level position within the department. There were no changes to the minimum qualifications of this position. You may actually remember that we brought and created this classification in 2019. So much of those revisions that are being presented today are to amend and clarify the generalist. So there are two roles in retirement department, one the retiree payroll and active membership. So this was to help streamline retirement technician class duties to make it more of a general role for retirement services associate is the administrative level. There were minor amendments to the class characteristics and the typical duties in one as well. There was expanded experience to include areas of personnel, payroll, and benefits. Had discussions with the department. It was determined that experience in these areas offer a good platform in which you can be successful in retirement service. We did also remove the bachelor's degree as a substitution and added additional qualifying experience substituted. Retirement services officer is the first administrative analytical level. Again, there were only minor amendments to the class characteristics and typical duties to more accurately reflect what the position does. Did remove the internal pattern because it is embedded in the other patterns that remain. We amended the years of experience to align with the education in the retirement services supervisor is the supervisory level for this series. Minor edits to the class characteristics. Did remove again the internal pattern and embedded it into the patterns that remained, and omitted the years of experience to align with the education that is in the two patterns that remain. As standard procedure, the study recommendations were provided to the department and the appropriate union, in this case is SEIU Local 1021. All were given an opportunity to provide feedback prior to placing on today's agenda. When presented with the draft report, the department supported the recommended amendments. Therefore, it is Human Resources recommendation today that you approve the amendments. Retirement technician, associate, officer, and supervisor class specification.
Thank you. That was very succinct. We appreciate that. I myself have no questions. Mr. Katum?
Some minor things. On the license, where there's a valid California driver's license or the ability to arrange necessary and timely transportation for field. I like that. I think that's good because some people that disability reasons don't have a driver, do have usually a driver provided with, and I think that's good. But I was wondering if we should also then add after that a valid California real ID. I know that they'd have to have one probably. You need that for payroll and all that, but I wonder if that would be something that we should add. They don't have a driver's license, then you say disability to arrange necessary and timely transportation and a valid California.
It would be dependent on whether or not it was something that impacts their ability to show verification on the I-9 form when they so there are other factors in which they can provide proof of identification, not necessarily the real ID.
ID to work in the county.
As long as you have one of the other under the I-9.
Excuse me.
Or something, and they actually then don't need a California ID if got a passport.
They do still have to prove under that process, so the onboarding process, that they are eligible in the United States. But yes, the passport.
The reason I was thinking about the California ID because to get it, that's from 30, and they do do a test or require your residence. You know, they make you have two bills, one bill from wherever out at your residence, and it does show that you're a valid resident of the area.
So I think this requirement in the job spec is to cover when an individual needs to actually drive or move around. And what you're describing is taken care of during the onboarding process through the I-9 process.
Not necessary. Wanted to that up, ask about that. And then just a minor thing, I didn't know what. Guess I'm looking at page. Typo or something. It's a minor thing, but I think it's going to be in our. Maybe it's on one of the others.
In case this is the one you're looking for, I did find on the Retirement Services Associate where employees, the apostrophe is in the wrong spot. So I need to change it. On the Retirement Services Associate for San Joaquin County Employees Retirement Association. I noticed that. Fix that before we.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Apostrophe is in the wrong spot.
Apostrophe. No, almost as minor as. I guess it's on the retirement service officer, and it's the 10th requirement. I mean, duty. It says assist with the development booklets. Is there an of supposed to be there? Development of booklets, newsletters, and other communications.
There should be an of there. You're correct.
I just having an argument with my wife saying, well, I mean, not an argument, but discussion. She's a teacher. And I said, is there such thing as development booklet? She said, yeah, we have something that we, we have development, just the development of. I read someplace else in the other parts of the, like it. Okay, that's it. That's all I have.
Further comments? In that case, classification. Called it the job family, I think, the retirement. Oh, classification project 21-016.
I would move that we approve and adopt the proposed amendments to the retirement technician, retirement service associate, retirement service officer, and retirement services supervisor.
I'll second.
Favor say aye.
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 Motion passed.
Thank you. Back to new business. We do not have any adoption of class specifications for the commission to consider this afternoon. There are no classification studies for the commission to consider this afternoon. We do not have any staff reports. Under subsection E, request for appeal hearings, there are none under Rule 18 or Rule 19. Subsection F, there are no other requests for the commission to consider. Same with setting dates for appeal and to consider. That brings us to public comment. The persons wishing to address the Civil Service Commission are asked to limit their total presentation to a maximum of 5 minutes for each side of the issue, or submit comments limited to 250 less by emailing sjcscpubliccomments@sj.org. Rivas, do we have any public? Do not have any public comment. So moving on to our future meeting dates. Our next meeting date is set for February 9th, 2022, here at the Administration Building, 44 North San Joaquin Street, 146. We have our future commission meeting dates for 2022, March 9th, April 13th, May 11th, June 8th, July 13th, August 10th, September 14th, October 12th, November 9th, and December 14th. We do not have any appeal hearings for this afternoon, which moves us on to closed session. We do have 2 items for closed session today. The first one is California Government Code Section 54957, Fitness for Duty Evaluation Results of Healthcare Services, Office of Medical. The second will be under California Government Code Section 54957, Fitness for Duty, Healthcare Services Office of Medical Examiner request for compulsory leave. We do not expect a report after this. Adjourn for closed session.
Before we adjourn, can I just say something?
Sure.
I'm a little concerned about John, we're going to lose John when? May. Concerned about the number of people on the board and us getting quorum. Is there any progress with the board regarding appointments? Filling the appointments the appointment anyway, there's the one, right?
So we share your concern. And I know Kathy Harris, our deputy director, has spoken to the board office multiple times. We can bring a report back next month on the progress once Ms. Strange is also here, because I also know she's spoken to the board. And with the redistricting, I don't remember exactly what she told me, but districts you were for, Ms. Lostrom, you're one of them. So we're going to sort all of that out, and we'll be able to have a conversation at our February meeting.
Okay, thank you. I think I have one.
with that, we are adjourned.
Does. Thank you very much.
Yep.